Okay, now I actually appreciate this look better.
New Rise and Shine Saturday.
Now that takes me to the question. So which of them was your pick? Which of them? I don't know. Hunter, The Beekeeper, whichever one. For me, I literally watch all of those movies from back to back, and I wouldn't get tired of it because I just love consuming all the content. And most interestingly, you know, they all have, you know, some unique, you know, storyline that you can follow and enjoy if you're a movie lover. But those are the size of movies that you can have for this weekend. And guess what? As usual on Rise and Shine Saturday, we'll bring you some amazing conversations with our artists of the week. And our artist of the week today is not a regular artist, but of course, he's somebody that has connections within, you know, the entertainment media space. And a lot of conversation has been ongoing about so many things. Artificial intelligence seems to be like the in thing now. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's, you know, trying to get to have one or two knowledge about it, get to utilize the tool. And gosh, have you been on social media? Like, have you been on Facebook this week? It literally looks like artificial intelligence babies are everywhere. And the most amazing thing, or should I say the odd thing, is that they're always running away with food. Don't mind me. I'm like that. Join me and welcome for the first time live on SpectrumTv, Rise and Shine Saturday. He's a fine guy, yo. If I be babe, I for toast time. But don't mind me, yeah? He's a fine guy. He's a brand and marketing strategist, and his name is Wisdom Bradford. Woo!
Thank you.
Good morning. Welcome to Rise and Shine. How are you?
Thank you. I'm very good.
So let's talk. First, I always like to ask this question. I know I would say my $1 billion question is, how was your journey and how do you see our environment?
Well, the journey was interesting. I would say adventurous.
Oh, adventurous. Okay.
Yeah.
I love that part. And did you listen to that voice? That voice sounds... Those are the kind of voice that ladies will say, "May that voice give me goosebumps." But let's come back.
Yeah.
Artificial intelligence, AI, has been like the focus of conversation.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, right now, it looks like literally China and Russia trying to, you know, compete with the America, US, over the creation, just to make sure the chat box issues and issues around that they don't get to lag behind. And let's talk about artificial intelligence. You know, the emergence literally looks like it is changing the narrative. Let us say it looks like it is changing the narrative. Like everybody wants to hop up on artificial intelligence. So tell us, first question this morning, what is your perception of this trend of artificial intelligence?
Oh, okay. So my perception of it, that is my idea, what I think about it is, I think it's something good. And also, if not utilized well, it's something evil. Yeah, but I would say it's something good, and it's something that has come to stay. It's something that's, okay, this is the time, and it has come to stay, yeah.
Okay, now, if it is something good, and it has the likelihood of also, you know, making it and becoming something bad, because everything has an advantage, it has a disadvantage.
Yeah, sure.
I think it was recent that the Nigerian Guild of Editors had a conference here in Akwa Ibom State, and they talked about utilizing artificial intelligence and the dangers that it might pose. But we're talking about, you know, oh my goodness, where is that? Why is that eluding me at this point? How to use artificial intelligence to transform your brand. Now, a lot of conversations on the social media. Just this morning, Bulldog from Ghana was advising their people, you know, to utilize TikTok instead of coming down to Nigeria. But can we use, first and foremost, let's even start from the basics. Can we use artificial intelligence to, you know, increase the visibility of our brand, project our brand, build a better brand presence on the social media?
Oh, very well. So artificial intelligence, it's a tool. and it's an emerging tool. It's a new tool. It's a new device. Like it's a new device, a new technology. So the early on business people can get on it, it will benefit them the most. So artificial intelligence, just like every other technology, from the Stone Age to the 21st century, which we are currently, there is one big technology that shifts everything, that makes, like, if they say the Stone Age, the Industrial Age, and the rest. So there is a technology that changes everything, and it transforms, like, everybody says that, oh, we are no longer in the Stone Age, we are now in the Iron Age. We are no longer in the Iron Age, we are now in the Industrial Age. We are no longer in the Industrial Age, we are now. So there is a technology that transforms everything. So the first people who get on that technology, who get to utilize that technology, they win. So for example, now, when man was created, everybody was just working, eating whatever they see, cutting maybe leaves and eating and the rest. But then that was the Stone Age. If anybody wants to make fire, they will need to pick two stones, need to smash them at each other to create that spark, and then take dry leaves, banana leaves, dry leaves, spark those two stones to bring a spark of fire, and then that is how they started cooking. So the tool for engagement then, the superior tool for engagement is stone. Stone was so superior. Like, if you have a stone, you are like, man, you are the warrior, because you use stone also. You sharpen the edge of stone to use it to kill animals, use it to slice meat. But then other people realize that, man, if we continue with stone, stone is heavy. How about we go with iron? And then that was when the Iron Age came in. So people knew about iron ore and how they put it in fire, melt it over a high degree, and then they can sharpen it, and they can use iron for hunting. That was when the spear and come up. So people were using it for war also. But when the iron came up, you should realize something, that sometimes people will like say that, no, this thing is very dangerous. We can use it to hurt each other. If I carry a knife close to you now, you will like be threatened. A dagger, you'll be threatened. So people were like, no, this thing is too dangerous. But at the end of the day, people preferred it. People preferred it for hunting. People preferred it for slicing. So, and after then, the Industrial Age came in. We started building factories. We started having cars. Before, you remember that the most powerful men, their means of transportation was with oxes and chariots. They were using donkey. If you want to go to US now, you will need to like set up your ox and chariots and be. But then Henry Ford said something, the founder of Ford Motors. He said that if we ask anybody, what will you want? What should we give you? They will say, I prefer a faster ox. A faster ox is like something that maybe they feed that ox in a very good environment, the best leaves, everything, and the ox is very strong, the gene is very good. So, but no, they brought in technology and they started building machines, cars. The cars were not that nice, but they built, and people now prefer the cars. But at first they rejected it. They said that, no, if somebody steals with a car, you will not be able to catch that person. Imagine if somebody steals with a ox. If the person runs, you chase the person for like 10 hours, the ox will get tired and they will rest. And the person will start running on feet, and you still chase the person, you will get the person. But if it's machine, if somebody starts driving full tank, the person, you may not get.
When fuel finishes, definitely the car is also going to stop.
Maybe, but then the chances is low.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is the same thing with artificial intelligence. So when any business owner can get into this tool, can know how to use it, that business owner will be able to like 10 times the results that he or she is getting with just doing it personally.
So is it easy? I mean, because when you talk about technology, a lot of people are like, oh my goodness,
I'm not a tech.
I'm not a tech person. Man, I can't get around this tech stuff. So how long does it take for one to pick interest. Let's say I pick interest and I want to get trained in artificial intelligence. How long does it take to, become able to utilize the tools conveniently?
Okay, so I won't say it's going to take that long. Let me say between, let me say 2 weeks upward, yeah.
2 weeks upward?
Yeah.
Oh.
So depending on what the person and depending on the background knowledge, if anybody is able to use a phone, social media, is able to use a computer, that person can use artificial intelligence in just 3 days.
Oh, 3 days?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even on that day, the person can even use artificial intelligence that same day. So imagine sometimes you'll be browsing on maybe some social media platform, and we are having a conversation. You had a conversation with somebody. You had a conversation with somebody, and the person was like, okay, talking about maybe talking about a product, and they say, oh, I would love to get a new shoe and the rest. And then you go online and start seeing advert of shoes. So that is like artificial intelligence playing on your own intelligence, listening to your conversation, storing the data, and feeding you back with those data.
Those details. Okay, that's an interesting thing. So what are those tools that are available as far as artificial intelligence is concerned that businesses can use to increase their brand visibility?
Yeah, so for artificial intelligence, it's now based on the business people. So what is it that, as a business owner, what do you do every day? What do you want to, what are your day-to-day activities? What are the things that you do? So if you run a business and you need maybe a marketing person and you don't have that money to hire a staff, you can use a tool like ChatGPT to help you come up with marketing message. But then you need to put up your own personality into the messages. So a tool like ChatGPT, for example, can give you examples, can give you samples, can give you almost everything you need that your staff will give you. It can give you those stuffs, and you can use it for marketing. You can use it to make social media posts.
All right. Now we just have a comment coming in from Inyenobo. He says, everyone cannot learn everything. We all have different areas. Business owners mustn't be pressured to learn, but they can hire artificial intelligence professionals.
Yes, they can hire artificial intelligence professionals. So I think, I believe the future of almost every role will be people who will be skilled with artificial intelligence. So when any job opportunity comes up, they say that they put must be proficient in English, must be this, must be that. But there's always one tax that will be there, and that is must be able to use computer, must be proficient in maybe Microsoft Word, Excel, or something. So in the future, it will be should be proficient or should be good with artificial intelligence.
But is there a possibility of everybody on planet Earth being good with artificial intelligence?
It's just like you're saying that is there a possibility for everybody to be able to drive a car? Is there a possibility for everybody to be able to use a mobile phone? That is what artificial intelligence is going to become in the future.
But right now, even talking about mobile phone, there are communities where there are no mobile phone users. There is no reception, and a lot is not happening.
Yes, and when you go to that community, what do you think about those communities? What is the perception of those communities? How do the business operate in those areas? The person who has a phone, mobile phone, or is able to use a computer in those communities, if the person is operating a business, what do you think that person will, what is the speed of operation for that person? So that is the difference. These tools are enablers. These tools will give people faster speed for execution. So if somebody is able to do something in 10 minutes with a tool, the person can be able to do it in 1 minute.
Okay, now there is an advantage to it, obviously, from what you're saying. But let's also look at the disadvantage. Let's look, for instance, the challenge that have been ongoing for a while now. I know that literally a lot of young folks, particularly the female genders, they've hopped over on that challenge, having an artificial intelligence created image of you or portrait of you. Now, if you follow the trend, the picture that is being created is completely does not in any way do anybody good compared to their real personality. And there have been this conversation that is all about fake. And fakeness doesn't really sit well when it comes to reality. So
Yeah.
to that effect, a lot of persons are also having the conversation that artificial intelligence is more or less literally going to make people live a more fake life, which is going to put pressure on society.
Yeah. So you say the fact that it's a trend that is coming, that has been coming down. Is a trend that has been coming down to this actual age. Before now, people live the way they are. If you want a picture, you snap a picture and you show it to somebody your real picture. And then later on, Photoshop and manipulation came up. People snap pictures, but their pictures are so good. Like when you see a picture of somebody, birthday picture of somebody, like the picture is so good, a product picture, it's so good more than the reality. And then filters came up. Filters on phone, filters on Instagram. People snap with their phone and they use filter, and it's so nice. And it's so nice. And so that is what artificial intelligence is also enabling. So people will be able to do so much with it. They will be able to create virtually anything that they want. They will be able to create it virtually. And they'll put it out there. Yes, it's going to be a threat of maybe something is fake and something is reality. But at that point in time, I would say, okay, the legal system of every country or every state should be able to like put a law on how it's going to be used in the marketplace so that more people will not be deceived, because we have seen that, because even there are artificial videos that will look exactly like you, but you are not the one.
Okay, so now that takes us to the era of people being framed and all of those things.
Yeah.
But just before we go, because we were running out of time, let's bring it down to artificial intelligence, still part of the social media platform.
Yeah.
So a lot of things is happening, and most business brand specialists will always say, utilize the social media, that is the next place to sell your business and all of that. But the big question is, how can we utilize the social media? Because to an average person, you know, even people who have Facebook page, they have other social media account, it literally looks like, man, how can I even sell my business on this space? So just give us a few tips of how we can utilize the social media to sell our businesses.
Okay. So social media is a tool for engagement online. So when using social media, you should first of all understand that social media is just taking what you have physically and putting it online, or maybe it can be a product, it can be you, your personality, selling your skills or your service. So, or you are selling a product. So taking that product online. But before you take that product online, first you need to master that product to know what the product really serves, know the problem that the product is solving for its users. So if you have a product and the product is solving a particular problem, maybe it's a skincare product and the product is able to solve, maybe it's able to cure a skin disease, it should be very good with that, and then you can take it online. So when taking it online, you should know your goal. What is your goal for taking it online? Yes, it's to get sales, but apart from your goal, you should also know your target audience. You should also have your brand statements, like this is what this product does than every other product in that category, in that market, in that industry. Know your target audience. Who is your target audience? Who are the people who are interested in the product? Are they male? Are they female? Are they both gender? Where do they live? Where do they stay? If you are looking for them, what is their age range? Okay. Which religion or which tribe are they? Or is there any tribe? So you know all those things. Then look, how can you communicate with these people in the way that they will understand? So if you are looking at targeting people who are in Akwa Ibom State, for example, it can also be nice for you to add a bit of cultural spice to your communication. So communicate with them in a way that they will understand, in a way that they are in a way that it suits them very well, that they will understand. So you choose a platform also that they are very good in. I heard that in Akwa Ibom State, most people are very active on Facebook. So if you are targeting people in Akwa Ibom State, you target people. You use platform as Facebook. So if you are targeting people maybe in Lagos, maybe in Abuja, you use Instagram, and depending on the product also. So if your product requires a lot of pictures, a lot of images, a lot of videos, use Instagram, use TikTok. and also know how to use the platform. So for platforms now, like TikTok, for example, they accept mainly videos. So you don't go to TikTok and expect to be putting pictures. So pictures will be for Facebook or Instagram. So if you're selling maybe a product to businesses or you're selling service to businesses, then you choose LinkedIn. So you need to understand your product first, understand your target market, and then choose a platform. And those platforms, they are so much. So you know the platform, you know how.
So there are
they work.
peculiarities to each platform, and you need to
Yeah,
understand
yes.
those peculiarities.
Yes, very well.
All right, just before we let you go, Bradford, your parting advice to every business person the world over on how to utilize, social media and all of that.
And artificial intelligence. Okay, so I would say my advice is that every platform, technology is just an enabler. It's just an enabler. So what you need to do, maybe having a business, or you want to sell yourself, your skill, your personal brand, or whatever you are doing, first of all, understand yourself. Have your personal why. Why am I doing this? Which problem am I solving? Where is it taking me to? In the next 3 to 5 years, what should it be? What will be the world around because my product or my service exists? If I am not doing what I'm doing, what will people be missing out on? So then that is you first, that is your product first or your service first. Then choose a platform. Look at AI, look at the AI tools that are available, test them, see what they can give to you, and then integrate them with your why, with your story, with your purpose of your product, of your service, of your company, of your organization, and use it online to reach more people. Don't give out what is substandard. Give out what is excellent, because excellence is the new affordable.
Okay, excellence is the new affordable. We'll be talking with a very amazing personality, talking about a brand and marketing strategist, Wisdom Bradford. A lot of issues we'd like to handle, but today we just had to focus on artificial intelligence and utilizing social media to market your services and product. And we've had a lot of tidbits of wisdom coming from the brand specialist. But this is how far we can go on today's edition of Rise and Shine Saturday. Woo, woo, woo! I feel like I'm going to rest, baby. Don't mind me. Like, I could be crazy sometimes. But it's been wonderful being here with you on Rise and Shine Saturday and talking, all of the entertainment. Of course, having our guest, Wisdom Bradford, take us through artificial intelligence and, of course, utilizing social media to market our business. Wishing you a lovely weekend, and I always say you are the most amazing personality. So don't ever forget to love yourself. If it need be, I won't say it, but always remember that you are the most important personality. So love yourself and love your neighbor. And please check on someone you care about, because it is biting out everywhere. Francis Oyumaide is my name, wishing you a lovely weekend. Mwah, 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 mwah. From all of us at Spectrum TV and the guys behind the camera, my producer, thank you so much, guys. Wishing you a lovely weekend.
Okay, now I actually appreciate this look better. You Rise and Shine Saturday.
Now that takes me to the question.